Hey there everybody, Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility, the show where we review all sorts of cool new things in the worlds of progressive rock, heavy metal, hard rock, classic rock, jazz, fusion. That's what we cover here on the channel. Today we're going to look at a trio of reissues, remasters from Jon Anderson. Of course, Jon Anderson, the longtime lead vocalist of the classic prog band Yes. He's actually got quite a few of his own solo releases. Today we're going to look at the Esoteric recordings reissues of Olias of Sunhillow from 1976. We're going to look at the Song of Seven from 1980. And then, of course, from 1982, Animation. So these are the first three that Jon had recorded and released. Okay. First of all, Olias of Sunhillow. Classic album cover there. This is probably his most beloved release out of all of them. Killer artwork there. This is a it's quite the reissue from the Esoteric folks. You get like all this glorious artwork jam-packed in there. You get the full disc one is the remastered CD, okay? The original stereo mix remastered, and then over on disc 2 you get a DVD, which is the 5.1 surround sound mix of the 5.1 surround sound version of the stereo mix. So, of course, that's for playing on your home theater system. Let's pull out the booklet here, take a look. All right. So, of course, you know, all sorts of cool information on the album. And, of course, this is basically, this is Jon's first solo album. This is basically him doing the bulk of everything on here. Although he has, a couple folks helping him out, but for the most part, this is Jon handling all the keyboards and guitars and percussion things and so on and so forth. And illustrated by Dave Rowe. Okay, that's who did all the wonderful artwork on here. Kind of go through. I mean, these Esoteric reissues are just absolutely amazing with the amount of information they give you. I mean, look at all this great artwork and photography. Just absolutely astounding stuff. This is a monumental reissue. And again, like I said, most people go back to this album as their favorite from Jon from this time period. It's definitely his most, prog rock sounding release out of all of his solo albums. And it's, again, comes across as much more of a true solo album because it's basically all him, right? This is, very lush. Okay, he's doing all the vocals, all the keyboards. He's got, mini Moog and Korgs and different types of organs and electric pianos and things like that. He's got the Martin guitars. He's playing bass on here, all sorts of different flutes and woodwinds and all sorts of different types of percussion. You've got, the lengthy Moon Rock chord Song of Search, which is like almost 13 minutes long. That's on the second half or on side 2 of the original vinyl. You got the lovely Ocean song. You got all, Dance of Ryart, Elias, Solid Space, To the Runner, all sorts of good stuff on here. This is, like I said, a very lush, somewhat, it's proggy. It almost kind of predates some new agey type stuff in a weird way, but it just kind of, the music just kind of sweeps and flows and soars. Really, really good stuff. I highly recommend this reissue here. Fantastic stuff. Really, really strong. Second up, we're going to go 1980s Song of Seven. All right. So this is Jon putting together more of like a band effort. All right, let's take a look here. And again, and in doing so, the flavors of this album are a little bit different. So here you've got all lyrics and good stuff, right? Here, appearing alongside Jon, you've got such luminaries as Ian Berenson from, of course, the Drawing a complete blank. Alan Parsons Project, that's right. You've got Clem Clemson on guitar on a few tracks. Clem, of course, from Humble Pie and Coliseum. You got Jack Bruce appearing on bass. You got Simon Phillips, Chris Rainbow, all sorts of other... I mean, there's a big, long cast of characters on here. This is more of an upbeat kind of song-based type of release, whereas the previous album, like I said, is more lush and kind of it's concept-y. Right here, you've got a lot of really cool songs. You got For You or Me, good kind of up-tempo pop prog kind of track. You've got the wonderful Heart of the Matter. Hear It is a great song. It's just way too short, but it's really catchy. You got what could be my favorite John Anderson solo track, which is the title track, Song of Seven. It's the last song on the album, 11 minutes and change, just absolutely wonderful. That is perfectly in the style of the Elias album. Just really just majestic, melodic, lush, and just all these nice keyboards, and John's vocals are just amazing. Summer Born also is really good on here. Everybody Loves You. Days is quite good. Really good. Like I said, a little poppier than the Elias album, but still plenty of prog going on here. Really dig that one a lot. And then, of course, that will take us to the Animation album. Another really strong album. Okay, so this, of course, 1982. And again, more of a band effort. So you got John on vocals, acoustic guitars. You got Clem Clemson again showing up on electric guitars. Stefano Seri on bass. Chris Rainbow also helping out with some vocals. You got David Sanchez. Yes, the great David Sanchez helping out on keyboards here. Simon Phillips on drums, and a whole assortment of guys playing keyboards and bass and drums and things like that. Blue Weaver's on here. Dave Lawson, Jack Bruce, Ian Wallace, all sorts of folks on here. Really enjoyable album. I love Olympia, which kicks off the album. That to me could be like a long lost track that could have been on any of those Yes albums from Tormato to 90125. Quite good. Title track is pretty lengthy, over 9 minutes long. Really nice. All in a Matter of Time. Very bouncy, very catchy. Lots of good hooks in there. Unlearning the Divided Line. Awesome. Pressure Point. Great keyboards on that. Really nice vocals from John. And then, of course, the final track, All God's Children. Just absolutely soaring. Wonderful melodies. Just, you feel it. You listen to that. I don't know. I get this thing sometimes with classic John Anderson stuff, whether it's solo or classic Yes. His vocals, to me, give me the warm and fuzzies. I know there's some people that don't like that higher register, upper high-pitched kind of vocal styles. I've heard people say they don't like John Anderson, they don't like Geddy Lee. It's like, but I love these guys. And I think when John is on, man, he's just awesome. And there's just something about him. Nobody sounds like him. They call him the Pixie for a reason. And just amazing stuff on these three albums. So you got, Animation, Songs of Seven, beautiful album. And, of course, Olias of Sunhillow. And I will say, these albums CDs sound spectacular. Kudos to the Esoteric folks for doing a fantastic job, not only on the sound and the presentation, but, the booklets, the whole 9 yards. I failed to pull out the animation one. So, again, all sorts of interesting... Thanks, Anthony, by the way. All sorts of interesting information, lyrics, anecdotes, factoids, photographs, fun stuff. This is, if you're a music geek like me, that's the one reason to keep buying that we buy these reissues and buy these albums over and over and over again. It's because each successive release, improves sound, so they say, bonus tracks, booklets with additional photographs and information and text that we've never seen before. It just never ends how many times we wind up accumulating these things over time. But yeah, if you haven't checked these reissues out, if you're fans of these albums, definitely do so. Esoteric, once again, has knocked it out of the park. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Coming up, more new product review stuff here on this Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. They'll all be sitting here in preview, so we get the live premieres, okay, which you can then check out, jump in the chat room and converse with your fellow viewers, and occasionally myself and some of the other folks on SOT. So that's what we do every Wednesday. So look on this, check it out. You'll see them all listed there with start times and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoy them all, and we'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.